Good morning everyone. Today we discuss about reproductive system of earthworm. Earthworms are hermaphrodites. Earthworms are hermaphrodites or bisexual. Hermaphrodite means both male and female sexual organs present in the same individual is called hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means both male and female sexual organs present in the same individual is called hermaphrodite. Earthworm contains two pairs of testes. Two pairs of testes. Testes are two pairs. Testes present in the 10th and 11th segment. Testes present in the 10th and 11th segment. 10th and 11th segment. Testes are attached with the septa of of 9 by 10 and 10 by 11 septas. Testes are covered by, testes are covered by sac-like bilobed structure. Sac-like bilobed structure is called testicle sacs. Testes are covered by bag-like bilobed structure called testicle sacs. Testicle sacs present in the 10th segment and 11th segment. These are the testicle sacs. Testicle sacs present in the 10th segment and 11th segment. Next, seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles present in the 11th segment and 12th segment. 11th segment and 12th segment. These seminal vesicles receives immature sperms. These immature sperms are matured in the seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles receives immature sperms. These immature sperms are matured in the seminal vesicles. Next, spermatical funnel. This is spermatical funnels. Spermatical funnels are two pairs of spermatical funnel present in the 10th segment and 11th segment. 10th segment and 11th segment. Spermatical funnels. These are the spermatical funnel. Spermatical funnel contains cilia. Spermatical funnel collects the sperms. The spermatical funnel continues as vasa differentia. Spermatical funnel continues as vasa differentia. The immature sperms, testes release immature sperms. These immature sperms are collected by seminal vesicles. These seminal vesicles, maturation of sperms, spermatogonia are immature sperms. These spermatogonia are released from testes. These spermatogonia enters into the seminal vesicles and transforms into the spermatozoa. These spermatozoa enters into the testicle sacs. These spermatozoa enters into the testicle sacs. These spermatozoa are collected by spermatical funnel and then transfers through the vasa differentia. Vasa differentia, two pairs. These vasa differentia extends into the 18th segment. Vasa differentia are two pairs. These are extends up to the 18th segment. 18th segment and opens into the prostate gland. Opens into the prostate gland. Prostate gland present in the 17th to 19th segment. 17th to 19th segment. Prostate glands are one pair. These are irregular lobe-like structures. Prostate glands are irregular lobe-like structures. Prostate gland, the vasa deferentia and the prostatic duct. Vasa deferentia and the prostatic duct combines to form a common prostatic and spermatic duct. One pair of vasa deferentia and one prostatic duct combined to form common prostatic and spermatic duct. Common prostatic and spermatic duct. These common prostatic and spermatic duct opens outside through the male genital aperture. These common prostate and spermatic duct opens outside through the male genital aperture. Male genital aperture present lateroventral region of the 18th segment. Lateroventral region of the 18th segment. Male genital apertures are one pair. Male genital apertures are one pair. This is vasa deferentia. This is prostatic gland. The duct of prostatic gland and vasa deferentia. These are vasa deferentia. Vasa deferentia and duct of prostate gland. This is duct of prostate gland. Vasa deferentia and duct of prostate gland combined to form common aperture. Common aperture. This is called common prostate and spermatic duct. This aperture is common prostate and spermatic aperture. This aperture outside through the opens outside through the male genital aperture. Male genital apertures. The secretions of prostate gland. The secretions of prostate gland adhere the sperms. The secretions of prostate gland adhere the sperms to form spermatophores. Spermatophores are formed by the prostatic secretions. These prostatic secretions adhere the sperms. The packets of sperms is called spermatophores. The packets of sperms are called spermatophores. Spermatophores are formed by the prostatic secretions. Next, accessory glands. Accessory glands are two pairs of accessory glands are present in 17th and 19th segment. Each segment has one pair. Accessory glands are two pairs present in 17th and 19th segment. Each segment has one pair. The accessory glands helps for the attachment of two earthworm during copulation. The secretions of accessory gland attach the or adhere the two earthworms during the copulation. Next, spermatheca. Spermatheca are four pairs of spermatheca present in earthworms. These are present in the 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th segments. Spermatheca present in 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th segments. The openings of the spermatheca present on the septa, intersegmental septa of the 5 by 6, 6 by 7, 7 by 8, 8 by 9 septas. The spermatheca receives spermatophores. Spermatheca receives spermatophores of the other earthworm during copulation. Spermatheca receives spermatophores of the other earthworm during the copulation. Spermatheca receives and stores the sperms. Spermatheca, the function of spermatheca is receives and store the sperms. Next, ovaries. Ovaries are one pair. Ovaries are one pair. These are present in the 13th segment. These are present in the 13th segment. Ovaries are attached with intersegmental septum of 12 by 13 segment. 12 by 13 segment. Ovaries release ova. Ovaries release ova. Beneath the ovaries, these are ovaries. Beneath the ovaries, the oviducal funnel is present. These are oviducal funnels. These are oviducal funnels. Beneath the ovaries, oviducal funnels are present. One pair of oviducal funnels are present. These oviducal funnels continues as oviduct. Continues as oviduct. These are oviducts. Oviducts continues as oviducts, and these two oviducts combined to form a common aperture. Combined to form a common aperture. This aperture is called female genital aperture. The female genital aperture present in the 14th segment. 14th segment. Female genital aperture is 1. Male genital apertures are one pair. Female genital aperture present in the mid-ventral region of the 14th segment. Mid-ventral region of the 14th segment. Oviducal funnel contains cilia. Cilia. The ciliary movement of the oviducal funnel receives the ova into the oviducal funnel. Receives ova into the oviducal funnel. This ova enters into the oviduct and then outside through the female genital aperture. Female genital aperture. Next, copulation. During copulation, two mature earthworms comes close contact with each other in the opposite directions. Opposite direction. These two are attached ventral region. These two are attached their ventral regions by the accessory glands. Accessory glands. First earthworm receives spermatophores from the second earthworm. Second earthworm. Second earthworm receives spermatophores from the first earthworm. During copulation, only spermatophores are exchanged between two earthworms. Two earthworms. After exchange of spermatophores, these two earthworms are separated from each other. Next, after copulation, the clitoral region secretes cocoon. Clitoral region contains glandular cells. These glands produce cocoon. After copulation, clitoral region secretes cocoon. This cocoon receives ova and albumin. Albumin also secreted by the clitoral cells. Albumin is a nutritive substance. Albumin helps for the nourishment of developing embryo in the cocoons. During the muscular movement of the body wall, this cocoon slips towards the anterior region. It also receives the spermatophores present in the anterior region. Spermatophores from the spermatheca. The two ends of the cocoon closed. When the cocoon comes out from the body, the two ends of the cocoon is closed. This cocoon contains ova, spermatophores and albumin. Albumin. These cocoons are deposited in the moister soil. Moister soil. Cocoons are formed. Many cocoons are formed after fertilization, after copulation. The fertilization and development occurs in the cocoon. Fertilization and development occurs in the cocoon. So this fertilization is called external fertilization. External fertilization. External fertilization means fertilizations occurs outside the body is called external fertilization. Fertilizations occurs in the cocoons. Occurs in the cocoon. After fertilization, each cocoon contains 2 to 20 earthworms. 2 to 20 baby earthworms. The average earthworms produced by each cocoon is 4. The average earthworms produced by each cocoon is 4 earthworms. Development is direct development. Development is direct because there is no larva stages in the development. So development is called direct development. Direct development, fertilization, external fertilization. Next, economic importance of earthworm. Earthworms are friends of farmer. Friends of farmers. Friends of farmers because earthworms burrows the soil. Burrows the soil and make it porous. Make it porous the soil. These are helps for the respiration and easy penetration of roots of the developing plants. It also, earthworms also increases the fertility of soil. The process of increasing the fertility of soil by the earthworms is called vermicomposting. Vermicomposting. They are also used as bait in gaming fishes.